Alex.
Yeah. Dime que me amas, dime que me quieres. Escucha mis palabras. Tú y yo no somos perfectos. Y yo sé que yo fui que te traicioné. Yeah. Baby, dime qué yo puedo hacer pa' que yo pueda amarte. Yeah. Volver a tenerte otra vez. Baby, dime qué yo puedo hacer. Baby, sin tu amor soy yo quien sufre más. Baby, por favor, ya no puedo más. Baby, sin usted, cómo me duele que tú no me respondes. Lo siento por lo que hice, nunca quise lastimarte. Solo estaba tratando de llegar a ti, pero yo solo me lastimé a mí mismo en el proceso. Dime que me amas, dime que me quieres. Y baby, no olvides lo que tuvimos. Escucha mis palabras, yo te necesito, necesito.
Dime, ¿qué es lo que sucede entre tú y yo? Dime si me quieres, mami, sí o no. Que voy perdido dentro del corazón, peleando por tu amor. Si es que no vuelve más, quisiera verte a ti. Yo no puedo esperar para volver a ti. Quisiera estar ahí, pero no estás aquí. Dime si quieres la noche otra vez, lo quieres. Tú sabes bien que me quieres, sabes que yo le fallé. La noche está bien larga, por favor ven y ámame. Tú sabes que tú me quieres, pero no vuelve otra vez. Sabes que yo le he fallado, que yo no quiero volver. Yo sé que tú me quieres también. Lo sé, que yo he fallado tal vez, que la perdí por desgracia y ahora no quiere volver. Mi amor, dime lo que pasa, porque no quieres volver.
Tú y yo no somos perfectos. Y yo sé que yo fui que te traicioné. Yeah. Baby, dime qué yo puedo hacer pa' que yo pueda amarte, amarte. Volver a tenerte otra vez. Yes.
Y'all already know what it is. Your boy Alonzo.
And I'm Ash the Artist.
And we're here with
C.K.G Sound.
Bringing you music news, MVDs. What else we got for them?
We got live performances.
Okay.
We got live interviews.
Okay,
It's the start of summer. We celebrating.
Yes,
Hey.
People out here grilling hot dogs, hamburgers, and stuff.
Yeah. Summertime.
Having parties, having a good time. and
Yeah,
stuff.
definitely. Make sure y'all stay safe out there.
Yes.
4th
Make
of
sure.
July's coming up.
Yes, the fireworks and stuff.
Yeah.
Make sure you're following the city laws and all that stuff too.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Check up on that.
Yeah, stay hydrated out there. You know what
Yes,
I mean?
'cause
Summertime
it
is here. Everybody's excited. It's hot. People are excited to get outside, but please make sure you stay hydrated. Take care of yourself out here in these streets.
For sure.
Yes, absolutely. And yeah, make sure y'all, tune in, like, subscribe, and share. Anybody new online watching, we're C.K.G Sound. Let's give a hand of applause for our live studio audience. Give yourselves a round of applause out there. Yes. So, all right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and hop right into today's segment
of the music news.
Let's get it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ash the Artist, and I'm here to deliver y'all some music news.
Let's get it.
So let's go ahead and hop into our first topic here. What are we talking about? Drake and Kendrick.
Drake?
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and hop into some new music. We got some new albums to talk about. 2 new albums just dropped from Drake and from Kendrick, and we're going to dive into them a little bit here today. Again, any feedback that y'all have throughout the segment from the audience as well as anybody online, please feel free to share it. Drake, let's go ahead and hop there. Drake just dropped a new tape called Honestly Nevermind, and it's been getting a lot of different mixed feedback. Drake definitely kind of surprised everybody. He kind of dropped it out of nowhere. And then everybody was like, really surprised by the sounds that they heard. It was a lot of dance undertones. Did anybody here in the crowd happen to hear Drake's new tape?
Has anybody heard the new album yet? Drake? No?
Nobody heard it yet?
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a Drake fan now. I haven't even listened to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody in here has listened to it yet. Well, we got one back there. What do you think about it from what you've heard so far?
It's probably Drake's worst project.
Drake's worst project,
Drake's worst
he says.
project.
You are not the first person I've heard to say that at all.
And
right
see,
now.
I've heard snippets of the album and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but like I haven't really gotten to sit down and listen to like the full thing. But like kind of like he said, it hasn't been songs that I've heard that kind of like really struck me to really go listen to the rest.
Right. And honestly, I have to say, Drake really went a little different with this. You know what I mean? I think people were really used to him being like lyrical, wavy, melodic, things like that. But he actually collaborated with some really big names in like the dance community. Some of those being that the whole album was produced by someone named Carnage, whose house alias is Gordo. Now, another person that he worked with, that guy's from Baltimore, so he's kind of bringing that Baltimore dance sound to the album.
Okay.
And then the other person, he has this other guy who's like an African producer who does dance and like EDM sounds. So that's who he collaborated with this new album. Now, he's gotten a lot of mixed feedback online too about it. One of which being from Rolling Stone, and they were like, a breezy Drake dance album seems like a good idea, but the half-measure house beats and the lackluster songwriting prevents it from really popping off. So basically they're saying it's really just missing something to make it pop. It's very just monotone dance sounds, which, I mean, there's a demographic out there for it, but Drake's fans wasn't expecting that, I feel, so.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, so definitely anybody who hasn't listened to it yet, go check out Honestly Nevermind. Let us know your feedback, you know what I mean? Come back, comment on the video if you happen to listen and get a different opinion on it. The other one we're going to talk about is Kendrick. So has anybody listened to Kendrick's tape in here? Y'all haven't heard Kendrick's new tape either.
See, look, I'm like on the fence with Kendrick, right?
Okay.
Because my thing is like, when he first started putting music out, that shit was fucking fire.
Absolutely.
Fire music. But then he kind of just stopped all this like
for 5 years.
For 5 years, yeah, he stopped for a while, and then all of a sudden he came back, and like his comeback, I thought was gonna be a lot stronger. Honestly, like, don't get me wrong, he's a great artist at what he does and stuff like that. You know what I mean? He definitely represents, West Coast and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like being like someone who like listened to that first couple albums of Kendrick and shit, and then hearing this, and it's like, you know what I mean? I pictured him coming more harder and more, but he was more on like that, just, I don't know, that poetic, you know what I mean, telling a story type, like
a mad genius type too.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like a lot of
he's-
artists get to that point where they think that they're just like Kanye, which I'm not saying that he's not, like his own lane, don't get me wrong. But I feel like artists like Drake and Kendrick, they get to this point where they're just like,
what can I do next?
what else do I need to do type shit. I'll just,
Exactly.
you know what I mean? And I kind of feel like, with Kendrick, he was on a hiatus for 5 years. He didn't drop nothing, put nothing out. He had that song come out with Baby Keem that a lot of people weren't really crazy about. It was a single, but then he came out with the tape, and the tape is called Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. And some people gave some feedback, like that pretty much the tape was really vulnerable. Like it showed he was kind of being controversial, talking about the N95 mask and about like political things. And he actually had his longtime partner was featured as the narrator of the entire tape, which was kind of cool because he's been with the same female. She's been holding him down. And she's actually featured on his cover art for the album too, which I thought was pretty sincere. But yeah, like I said, it's definitely something that I feel, again, people were a little disappointed. And I've been seeing a lot of mixed feedback online about it for sure. So anybody who hasn't listened to it, definitely take some time, check it out, give them that feedback for sure, because you never know, you might find a number on there that you like. So
right, for sure.
So shout out to Kendrick and shout out to Drake for dropping their new projects
and trying something different, you know what I mean, stepping out of the box of like doing the normal ordinary stuff that like I know I can do. You know what I mean? But how
Yeah.
can I switch it up to gain a new demographic of audience? What can I do to, you know what I mean, step into that, you know, whole box and stuff? Because
Right.
there is different lanes and stuff. And like Carnage, for them to work on it with
That's-
Drake,
that's a
like
big deal.
that's a big name in the
Yeah.
industry of music. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean, with the EDM and all that stuff too. So it's like, you know, it just shows that he's linking up with the right people to
Right.
be able to do these projects and stuff. I just don't think that he like executed it the way that he like really
Yeah.
wanted to, you know what I mean, or really
Yeah.
could, you know what I mean.
No, I could see that, and I definitely agree. I kind of have to give Drake his flowers for at least trying to like do
Yeah.
something left field. He was trying
Yeah.
something new. You know what I mean? It's not always gonna be a hit. You know what I mean?
Right,
Sometimes it's gonna
right.
be a miss. So we'll see. Like I said, hopefully, you know, the music will grow on us over the next couple of months, but we will see. So
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like soon it's coming, but it's gonna be like that hip hop EDM mix of, you know what I
Oh,
mean.
it's getting there.
It's gonna be like the new thing types, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure.
because that's more of an international sound, like that
Right,
dance
right.
EDM house. You know what I mean? That's what
Yep.
people were partying to. It's big in Europe. You know what I mean? So it's like Drake's tape is popping there, but in US they're like, Like last thing I'll say about it, I seen the Joe Budden podcast actually, and they was just tearing it apart. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
They was tearing it apart.
Oh,
like
damn.
they're like, I hate it. It's awful. Blah blah. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like they're not really getting that respect out there. So
Yeah, and it's like, but at the same time, you can't knock it and be like, oh, I hate it, or this and that. It's just not my taste either. But at the same time, you don't understand what he's going through in his head to create
Yeah.
that masterpiece, or, you know what I mean, his
Right.
perspective on this album, or, you know what I mean, project. So
right, and even just his approach. Like I said,
Yeah.
Drake's not a rapper. You know what I mean? People forget Drake's not. He's an artist. You know what I mean? Drake is an artist, and he is going to pass those barriers whichever
Exactly.
way, regardless of what audiences like it. You know what I mean? He's going to do it. So, shout out to Drake. Shout out to Kendrick. Yeah, let's go ahead and hop into our next topic then.
All right, our next topic. The next topic we're going to be talking about is Young Thug and Gunna and the whole RICO case that pretty much happened in Atlanta and stuff.
Yeah.
So there was about like 56 counts, you know what I mean? And it was all against Young Thug and his YSL and as a collective, you know what I mean? And pretty much, like I said, it was in Georgia where they're from and stuff. And pretty much it was everything from like guns to shootings to lyrics to social media posts, like all that stuff. And pretty much like the conditions that like Young Thug and is living in right now, they pretty much say it's like essentially like solitary confinement, you know what I mean? Because he doesn't have any windows or nothing. And
Yeah.
so it's like he was complaining about like how can he meditate, how can he exercise, how can he do things if he's in like a box literally with no windows and shit. So they're trying to figure out ways how they can like, you know, adjust that for him and stuff. And it's crazy because like I said, I remember our first couple podcasts that we did, our first couple episodes and stuff, we touched on the topic of like, you know, artists need to be careful on like
Yeah.
what they say in their songs and what
Yeah.
they're doing and stuff, because depending on what state you live in or depending on the situation and stuff, like, you know what I mean, they can use that shit against you and stuff.
Absolutely.
And like, so you have to be like, you know, conscious of what you're saying and doing and what you're trying and how you're projecting it to the world, you know what I mean? Use it in like a third perspective, you know what I mean? Third person perspective or some shit, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Switch it up a little, because like I said, for artists too to just be telling it how it is in a song, I understand it's expressing yourself, it's the emotions, it's real
Yeah.
life shit, you feel me? But at the same time too, it's like, you know, you're trapping yourself into a point where they
Facts.
can now have all this evidence and stuff to use against you in the court of law.
Right.
And then you can't do shit about it because they literally have videos of you saying it and doing it. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Which is crazy.
yeah, for sure. So it's like, you know, I feel like once artists start to find that middle ground of like, you know what I mean, how to tell stories and how to project things and stuff like that, because like I said, but people feed into that
It's
energies
yeah.
too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they feed into all the crazy shit happening. Like it's to the point where it's like people are more entertained with the shootings and all the negative bullshit happening that they're not even worrying about the music that's really like coming out and getting pushed out and stuff like that. And so yeah, it's just crazy to think that like, you know, even artists like ourselves are being like, you know, our lyrics, our social media posts are being used against us. You know
Well,
what I mean?
right.
So it's like we got to be conscious of that too and stuff, because, you know, I mean, shit, look at what happened, in history and shit with music and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With like NWA, Tupac,
Yeah.
Biggie. Like,
Yeah.
people don't want to hear this type of shit. People don't want to. You know what I mean? So it's like
Right. And like the government or, the feds, whatever, they don't want to look at it as art. You know what I mean? But that it gets complicated. There's actually a hashtag going around right now going off of the story he's talking about called Protect Black Art. And it's all about, not taking that art literal, and it's just kind of, it's hard. It's complicated
hard.
because, you know what I mean? You got someone who's from the streets on a video camera with a gun saying I just dropped so-and-so, and then you bring it to court and you're like, nah, it's a metaphor. You know what I mean? So that puts you in a hard position.
Because in the artist's eyes, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, this is my life. This is all I know. This is all I've ever done. You know what I mean? So it's like they're painting that picture of like, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like artists also need to paint that picture of like, do you want to live that lifestyle for the rest of your life? You know what I mean? Or are you going to do that shit? Because like eventually you cannot mix what you're doing with your artistry with street shit. I don't like,
Eventually
you know what I mean? Eventually it's going to catch up. So it's like, you know what I mean? Finding ways to take that route and just be like, look, I got some money now. I'm more, you know what I mean? Comfortable in my situation right now. What can I do to make myself more comfortable rather than going back down the road of the streets and getting caught up in that? Now you looking over your shoulder every time. Now you can't even go do shows because you beefing with these people and this and that. And it's like, you know what I mean?
It's not. It just takes away from the point of you expressing yourself musically. You know
Exactly.
What I mean? It's like you miss it.
It's almost like a distraction. You know what I mean? Like,
and I gotta, play the opposite spectrum too, because it's like there's people who really about that life and post about it, but then there's people who are not about that life, and I feel like that's more. All right, maybe it's metaphor, you know what I mean? If you're working at Wendy's, but you talk about dropping bodies, you know what I mean? It's like, that could be more of a metaphor. But at the same time, you don't know. That man could be, you know what I mean? So it's like, I encourage artists, just be conscious of what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you're going to be brave, that's cool, but just be that brave later when they come to you and try to use that shit in court.
They had that same energy.
Yeah, literally, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, things are taken literal, you know what I mean? So it would be nice to have our art protected, but realistically, you know what I mean? You put yourself out there, you're vulnerable, and somebody is they could use it against you.
But but Ashley said too, there's a whole hashtag going on right now and stuff like that too. So it's like, as a collective, as us fans, artists, and people, we could all be like, you know what I mean, finding a way to like, you know what I mean, talk about this, bring more awareness about this, because people don't talk about this shit. People don't care about artist royalties and how if they're getting paid or not. You know what I mean? They're just worried if they're gonna make the next hit or whatever.
Right.
So it's like, how can we make sure that us artists and stuff are getting our credentials, our payments, our royalties, or you know what I mean, and all that stuff, and not get screwed over like in the long run too. So
no, facts. So definitely educate yourself. Be conscious of the things that you're putting out for the world, you know what I mean? Because again, you never know who can try to use something against you, but at the same time, be real, be yourself. Don't allow that fear to stop you from expressing your truth, you know what I mean? Because then you're going to be suppressed in a box like everybody else.
Just know that there's ways of doing it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Find the way to do it.
Yeah, but just don't end up like Young Thug or Gunna, you know what I mean?
Straight up, because
that's hard.
56 counts.
That's what I'm saying. How you bounce back from that?
And they're saying that most of them that are from the lyrics and social media posts, and they're saying that they are major backbone support to the case.
That's legit,
which is fucking
proof
crazy.
And evidence that they're using in court.
Yeah, straight up.
Writing that lyric out.
Straight up.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? Be conscious of what you're doing out here, and you know what I mean?
And I mean, the same shit happened with Bobby Shmurda when he did this. It was only about a week ago. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, come on now.
You gotta watch who you hang around with, because it only take one person to say it's true.
Nah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Straight up.
And that comes back to people being around you, maybe not being as solid as you think either. Because, you know what I mean? You're so quick to try to be on some gang team stuff, but it's like, do you know who you're associating yourself with? Is it worth just having your entourage? Right. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, because like he just said back there, SG, it's like, you could be putting these lyrics out here, then your homeboy gets jammed up and they're like, oh yeah, what he said in verse 2 was real, you know what I mean? So
yeah, straight up,
literally, because he's scared, you know what I mean? So yes, definitely be conscious of that. And yeah, let's go ahead and hop into our next story here, y'all. All right, so we're gonna talk about some celebrities that have been coming to the DMV, y'all. So it's a pretty exciting time right now for the music, for real.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, the DMV has a lot of talent. There's a lot of independent underground artists that are coming up. And I think it's great that, you know, the industry is starting to kind of drop little small seeds in the area, giving people opportunities.
For sure.
One of those opportunities that just happened was the Yemi Palooza, which was, you see the flyer on the screen there. They brought Little Skies out. They brought out PNB Rock, a couple other individuals, Tay Money, Landon Cube. So yeah, they definitely, and they brought local support for that show. They had people like Crystal Baby, Ridge Long. They had some individuals come open up for Little Skies and them, and I thought that was really cool, giving, you know, local opportunities to people, just because like, how are you ever going to get that chance to build your resume if people don't give you a chance? Right. So I thought that was pretty cool. The next show that we're going to talk about is something coming up next week, actually. This next one we're pretty excited about. So this is going to be at the Howard County Fairgrounds.
Yep.
And this is going to be the 2022 Wisdom Court Summer Jam. So this is going to be with who?
Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike Jones.
Back then they didn't want me, now how they all on me.
And like who? Mike Jones.
I'm waiting, anticipating. Sorry, let me stop. But yes, so Mike Jones is coming out to the Howard County Fairgrounds. Shout out to Wisdom Court Media.
Yes.
We're really excited for this one to go open up and share the stage with him. Wisdom Court, you know, they're people out here, pioneers, you know, who really give people opportunities. They were one of the first ones to give, you know, Ash and Alonzo an opportunity on the mic, for real. So definitely.
And the lineup is fire too. We got J Money and a couple other people, you know what I mean?
Literally.
So it's fire lineup.
The lineup is crazy. Like I said, J Money, Billy Live, Ridge Long,
Sammy Snow, Ridge Long,
Ash and Alonzo, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we definitely coming with the vibes for that one. So if anybody's interested, we are setting up a carpool. If anybody from the area wants to travel out together, we have tickets on deck for $35 too. So
we're gonna try to set up a little easy up tent or something, you know what I mean? Get our little people situated and stuff.
Yeah, so
we're gonna be like Mike Jones.
Literally. And you know what I mean? It's just the first of many opportunities. So hopefully you guys can make it out to Summer Jam.
Oh, and it's bring your own booze too. So
yeah, bring your own booze. Bring your bug spray, because y'all gonna be outside. And if anybody knows me, y'all already know I'm gonna tell you, watch out for ticks. It is Lyme disease season. The ticks do not care what your political views are or how much money you got in your pocket. They will bite you and give you Lyme disease. So be careful, okay? Wear your bug spray this summer.
Yes.
All right, y'all. So
and even your sun lotion, because it'd be hot out here.
Hold up.
Too.
Let's slow down. Make sure you put your sunblock on, because this sun be beaming out here. And we be going outside without bug spray, without sunblock. And we come home tired, sick, feeling all types of way. And you're like, why do I feel this way? So take care of yourself. Hydrate, sunblock, and bug spray. All your festivals this summer.
Straight up.
That brings us to our next event.
Our next event is going to be July 15th at the Maryland Theater.
Yes,
opening up for Life Jennings.
Yes, we are super psyched about this one. Shout out to Untapped Music and Entertainment Series. Shout out to Earn.
I was going to say, we got Big Jers. We got Sonny Bronco on the lineup. We got Ash the Artist and Alonzo. You already know. You know what I mean? So the lineup is fire, and definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely, I'm really blessed and excited for this. And again, us getting this opportunity opens the doors for other individuals to get those opportunities too. Just because the type of people we are, it's like all we need to get our foot in the door one time. You feel me? That's all we need. And then from there, it's like, boom, we're going to open it up for the rest of the music community. So it's like, we shared this on here just to kind of give y'all that little inspiration, like, anything can happen, you know what I mean? Like, Life Jennings is just the first of many artists that are going to come out to this area, but it's like, keep working hard, keep grinding and building your catalog, and these opportunities are going to come knock on your door too, you know what I mean?
And like you were saying, there's a lot of like progression and stuff going in this area, from Hagerstown to West Virginia, like, you know what I mean? A lot of people are developing things, like in Hagerstown they're doing the downtown baseball field and stuff like that, which is probably going to be an event center. And then where the Sun Stadium was, that's going to be a whole event center with like 2 indoor soccer fields and stuff. Then we have the cultural trail, the arts and entertainment district,
the luxury hotel they're building so that they can bring people out,
artists and
let them come
here
stay
and stuff.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
so again, things are in the works.
Yes, you have to have vision though.
Yeah, and especially for like entrepreneurs right now. Like right now is the time to like be game planning on like, okay, what's my next move? You know what I mean? Because this is chess, not checkers.
Facts.
So it's like you got to be 3 steps ahead of the game before it even really happens. You feel me? So it's like, and to be honest with y'all, just to be transparent, you know, we didn't have the Life Jennings show first.
we were asked to perform for that.
Yeah.
We were asked to perform for that, and at first we didn't get it because of the demographic. They were like, oh, you know what I mean, it's an older crowd, R&B. But then as soon as they realized like what we can bring to the table, they're like, okay, bet, you guys are on. We want y'all at the show. So it's like, even if somebody tells you no at first, that don't mean no forever. You know what I mean? It's like, you got to believe in yourself and show them your worth. Otherwise, they're going to be like, oh, okay, we told you no, you gonna take that? All right, see you next. You know what I mean?
Literally.
So definitely, like, don't give up on yourself. Keep pushing. Those opportunities are out there. And again, July 15th, just come out if y'all are available. We're gonna be blessing that stage and just really putting on for the town and for every independent artist out in this area trying to get their name out there. You know what I mean? So
straight up.
Yeah. So
and just talking about like events and shows and stuff like that. We also have a Wednesday night live show that we do once a month and stuff in Hagerstown at the Black Box Studio in Potomac Street.
Yes.
So yeah, like, you know, that's a good opportunity for people to come out, you know what I mean, interact with artists and stuff, network and stuff. We have a VIP hour, which is pretty much like, you know, you get catered food to you and stuff. You sit in this little VIP area with the artists, the people intermingling and stuff, and then VIP will get first seats to the show, and then we let general admission, everybody else come in and stuff. And our cater food is bomb.
The caterer is crazy. Her name's Creative Creations. It's soul food. Man, we've had her the past 2 events, and she's basically sold out every time because it's just been ridiculously good. And like, another thing is, you know, these events are curated music events. They're not showcases.
Exactly.
We really cater to the artists. We make sure y'all got the dressing room. Y'all got everything you need. You got the lights that go to your music. You know what I mean? Like, that's how y'all should be being treated. So anybody who wants to get involved with Wednesday Night Live, please contact us. Our next event is actually, I think, July 22nd, I believe. We'll be posting that on our website and on our social media. So please tap into CKG. We have opportunities for everybody from all walks of life. So for sure. Yeah, so I think that concludes our music news. Yes. Shout out to all the new music, all the things going on. Protect Black art. And y'all, that's gonna bring us to our next segment, which is
our MVD.
Let's get it.
All right. So for this segment, I'll explain it. So for this segment of the MVDs, which is the music videos of the day, we ask artists to submit their videos into the podcast. Local artists and stuff in the area and stuff, or wherever you're from, send it to us. It's free. We're not charging artists to send the videos and stuff. But pretty much it's our hot or not segment. So we got our little hots or nots. People in the audience, you got your little cards too.
Everyone should have one under their seat.
Yep. So we're pretty much gonna show you guys 3 videos, and then we're gonna talk about why it was hot or why it was not. You know what I mean? And pretty much give just genuine feedback on it and stuff. So everybody at home, make sure you're tuning in. Let us know why you think it's hot or not. Please, no negative like comments and stuff about like any of the people's artworks and projects and stuff, because at the end of the day, they're putting themselves out here to the world. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like we got to give them like genuine criticism on how they can be better. We're not here to downplay nobody, none of that shit. So let's get it.
So let's go ahead and hop into our first song.
I threw the paper.
You threw the news.
My bad.
So the first song is gonna be J-So, Lost in Thoughts.
Lost in thought, I can't recollect my past. Maybe that is a good thing, and we can make this last. But I like it when I'm lost in thought with you, baby. Might be lost in thought, but at least I think of you. I like it when I'm lost in thought with you, baby. Might be lost in thoughts, but at least I think of you. Lost in thought, I had you in my hand. Oh no, that wasn't the plan. I know I let you down, but I'll make it up to you on a sunny day, baby. Every day without you's like a rainy day. You know I go 1,000 miles just to see your face, baby. I don't wanna slow down, I wanna do the race just to see your face. Lost in the world, thought I can't recollect my past. Maybe that is a good thing, and we can make this last. But I like it when I'm lost in thought with you, baby. Might be lost in thought, but at least I think of you. I like it when I'm lost in thought with you, baby. Might be lost in thoughts, but at least I think of you. rewind when you walk. Intelligent and you fine, shorty, you tough. I'm not labeled to have a type, but yeah, you my type. We vibing, lost track of the time. I like your type of time. Call up my heart right now, cause I'm lost in my head. It's you I want, I'm hoping you understand. Lost in my thoughts, can't make it up out of my bed. You make me better, girl, I'd rather have you instead. Call up my heart right now, cause I'm lost in my head. It's you I want, I'm hoping you understand. Lost in my thoughts, can't make it up out of my bed. You make me better, girl, I'd rather have you instead. Lost in thought, I can't recollect my past. Maybe that is a good thing, and we can make this last. But I like it when I'm lost in thought with you, baby. Might be lost in thought, but at least I think it. I like it when I'm lost in thought with you, baby. Might be lost in thoughts, but at least I think it.
All right, let's put our hands together for Jaso. Alonzo's out at sea right now, y'all, but he'll be back from the sea soon. Don't worry about that. So what y'all think out there? We got hot or not in the crowd?
Yo.
Okay, we got some hots. Hell yeah. All right, anybody want to give some feedback for Jaso on that video?
So I say for the lyrics I was listening to, it made me want to listen to it.
The lyrics did?
The lyrics made me want to listen to it.
Okay.
And whoever put the video together did a good job, and it kept my imagination going.
Yeah.
Visuals were good. Who did the video? Who actually did the video?
I don't think I even caught who did that video, actually. I didn't catch that, but I'll make sure I find out and drop it in the comments, in the description. No, I don't think it was Dip. I think it was somebody up in Hagerstown. I'm pretty sure it was a Hagerstown artist. The intro was crazy, right? That was pretty wild. Okay, cool. Anybody else have feedback out there? Would you guys listen to?
I can feel the Juice WRLD vibes.
Juice WRLD vibes?
Yeah.
Is this y'all's first time hearing this artist?
Nah, I've
Heard
heard
him?
before. Yeah, I've done a show with him, but it's
Okay.
the first time I heard this song. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, this is one of his newer projects, so yeah, the video is definitely fire. He did a really good job with that. So
Jaso's always fire when it comes to his.
oh, Alonzo's back from sea, y'all.
Oh yeah.
I told him you got lost in sea.
yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, a lot of younger cats coming out now, I always heard somewhere when they doing what he just did,
Yeah.
it's always related to Juice WRLD. But I never really listened to Juice WRLD, so it's like a trend coming in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely a more modern sound. I feel that you're hearing more often. Like,
And another thing too is like if you guys fuck with Jaso and stuff like that, we're gonna have him for the next Wednesday night live show in Hagerstown at the Black Box Studio. So.
yeah, he's actually going to be headlining this
turning
show
up with JB as well.
Yeah, so definitely tap into the next Wednesday night live to see Jaso live, and let's give another round of applause for that video. That's pretty fire. Good job. All right, you want to bring in the next video, Alonzo?
Yeah, sure. All right, so our next video is gonna be Anxiety Kid, Rolling Low.
Let's get it.
Rolling loud, yeah, I'm rolling loud. Rolling loud, yeah, I'm rolling loud. All this drip on me, fuck with me, or might drown. All these women in my phone, I'ma pipe them down. All these women in my phone, I'ma pipe them down. Versace shades, got the shits on me. I'm killing hooks, I feel like I'm curry. Eyes hella red, like I'm dipped in curry. I'm all in the walls, like she Chinese. Money centaur, like Yami. She mess with my song, she love the way I sing. Diamonds on my finger, I'ma let the shit blink. She tryna FaceTime, I'ma let the shit ring. Rolling loud, yeah, I'm rolling loud. All this drip on me, fuck with me, you might drown. All these women in my phone, I'ma pipe them down. All these women in my phone, I'ma pipe them down. Tryna flex on me, nigga, I'ma flex on you. Run up on me, nigga, man, that's the wrong move. Forget my ex, man, that girl is old news. Nigga talking out his breath like I run shoot. Riding around, ayy, in a brand new coupe. Niggas still want beef, I just killed him in the booth. Not the pussy out the pot, feel like Beirut. I'm tryna eat some pussy, yeah, I got a sweet tooth. Rolling loud, yeah, rolling loud. All this drip on me, fuck with me, you might drown. All these women in my phone, I'ma pipe them down.
All these women in my phone, I'ma pipe them down. Rolling loud, yeah, I'm rolling loud. All this drip on me, fuck with me, you might drown. All these women in my phone, I'ma pipe them down.
I've been rolling loud.
Okay, y'all.
Rolling loud.
Hands together. Anxiety Kid, rolling loud. All right, so what y'all think out in the crowd? Hot or not? What we got?
Okay.
I think is that a middle there? Okay, I see a middle.
Okay,
See
we
some
got
hot,
some
some
middles.
middles. All right, who wants to get feedback?
Yeah, why the middles? Let's go with the middles first.
It was nothing out like the ordinary. I don't know. It didn't like, but it was a good vibe.
Okay,
It wasn't,
okay.
Like, you know what I mean? That's out nowadays. Like,
Right. Like it was just like some vibes, like
Yeah.
rolling loud.
But it was good though. It was good.
Okay.
I can relate to it. Like I see it, you know.
Rolling loud.
Smoke, you know what I'm saying? Rolling loud. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, we had another half or middle between.
Just didn't have that type of energy. My bad. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Oh, man, you good.
Just energy. Just what you.
Okay.
Energy to me.
The energy, okay.
I like the voice.
The
Yeah.
voice.
This is dope. The
Yeah.
voice is
Fucks with the
dope.
voice.
I like the vibe. It just seemed a little, like bro was saying, it seemed a little like dated, but the vibe and his character, his character was dope. I love it.
So so maybe some like more elements to the song, like maybe like from going to the rolling loud, maybe into a bridge or like some like harmonics or maybe like melody, switching it up a little.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly, like from the bridge.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Break it up a little bit.
What do you think?
I feel the same way that y'all feel for real. Like there was nothing bad about it. You know what I mean? It was just nothing that was really great. Like I wasn't like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna watch that again or something. Like I thought it was solid. Like your voice sounds good. You was like vibing with it. You know what I mean?
And
You was
I be
feeling
rolling
it.
loud.
Yeah, like it was cool. It was cool for sure. But I'm excited to see what else you gonna bring. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for sure,
I want
for
to see what
sure.
else you got to bring. But
Well,
that
like
was good.
Yeah, and going off of what they said, I agree too. Like, you know what I mean? I want to see like from going to the verse, maybe like a different transition, and then maybe like, you know, going into something else and then back to what he had. Just switching it up, just finding ways to like switch up and just, you know, bring that fullness to the songs. 'Cause
Right.
I feel like it's not really like the songs, like you said, the song's not bad or anything like that, but it's more of like just finding elements to add into it to make it more just, you know what I mean,
Full, like,
vibrant and
yeah,
more
yeah.
like effective. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I could totally see that. Well, definitely, you know, shout out again to Anxiety Kid for his song Rolling Loud. You know, go ahead and give him a round of applause for submitting the video. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, y'all, let's go ahead and hop into this final video for the reviews.
All right.
We got Sonny Bronco, The Juice.
You know how I'm rocking. Jump out the whip with my partner. This shit look light, but it's heavy and solid. I move out solo in silence. I got a stick for this shit if it come down to violence. Shorty just bought her body. Twisting and turning, she got it. Rolling exotic. Projects to the tropics. I gotta turn up for shiny. I came out the ball of the city where everybody lost a family member to the door. Still slide through all the places they hate me just to show my face and get a people hope. One of the goats, I never keep my brothers in the dark. Gotta show the ropes. Up in the scope, this for every time. I ain't have a dollar stealing off the stove. I put her Instagram model local on the block list if she do the most. He need a coach going outside, tricking off on another nigga, ho. Can't be a stranger calling me the bro. Keeping my distance, I ain't getting close. Still the same nigga that you knew before. Can't let no groupie take me out the zone, cause I got the juice. I used to sip baby proof. We came from kicking indoors and taking niggas loot. I watched the block from the roof. Got it tied up like a noose at they head like it's moose. No need to call in the troops. I got the shot, I'ma shoot that little boy spook. I was only 9 years old when I jumped off the stoop. Now I got the juice. Somebody stop me. I just went up 20,000 and threw it inside of a safe. I ain't by the Santa. I cop a fit for $100. They go bust out some plays. It ain't much to say. Niggas distractions keep them out my way. Hard to see my face. Shorty throwing shade. What she gotta say to a nigga that could put her in a way? Me did the braids, Jesse did the fade. All the homies know me from around the way. Ain't no one to substitute me in the game. Sonny Bronco falling off will be a shame. I just wanna buy another Cuban chain and a pinky ring on the gold things. I'ma blow the brains out the cool bitch, cause I've been insane and I got the juice. I used to sip baby proof. We came from kicking indoors
fire.
Hey.
Man, if I could jump up on this table right now, nigga, I would.
That was fire.
Hell yeah, that shit was
Hell
fire.
yeah. Shout out Sonny Bronco.
And I think from what I seen on the top at the end, it was shot by him and
he
everything.
shot
right?
and edited it, the whole thing
Nigga.
himself.
That's what
Bronco.
that's like what true artistry is, though. You know what I mean? Being able to like just to get into the all avenues of that shit and own that shit to the fullest, yo.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sonny Bronco for doing that shit.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Who got feedback out there in the crowd?
I think it was hot.
Hot.
Yes.
Sonny always brings that energy.
Yes, he's always
Absolutely.
fire, always fire.
Always.
Yeah, and then just knowing that he did that.
Yeah, hell yeah, he did that. Even the little cartoon graphics and shit at the end and stuff. Yo, that shit was fire.
Yeah, that was really good.
Hell yeah. Salute to you, Sonny, because that shit was fire, bro.
Yes.
Fire.
Keep up the good work, man. Any other feedback out there before we move
I thought he
on?
was hot. I like
Okay.
marketable, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Marketable.
You know,
Yes.
and,
Yes.
Absolutely.
To do that on his own and edit and film and all that, I mean, you gotta take your hat off on that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
You can't do nothing but respect that shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well-
Straight up.
G was dope on that material. If I would loosen up, that's how loose I would want to be.
Okay.
Okay.
He ain't do nothing extravagant. It's just the movement.
Right.
How he shot it.
It's heightening it. It just adds that element that we're talking about. You know what I mean? It's like adding elements. Like it could be the slightest little thing, just hyping it up, dancing to it, but it makes it.
He took like a half moon shape and came back. I never even like it's one of the stages I never even seen before.
Right. Nah, for sure.
Yes. Well, if anybody wants to see Sonny Bronco perform live, you
Yeah.
guys can actually catch him on July 15th at the Maryland Theater alongside us,
Yep.
opening for Life Jennings. So, yeah, definitely get your tickets for the Maryland Theater.
Must be nice. Oh.
See, he ready for the show. It's going to be a really great event. Like I said, we come with a lot of energy, and the fact that we got Sonny coming too and Big Jers, like,
Yeah.
come on now. It's
Sonny
going to
gonna
be
be
a
like,
fire event.
yeah. Smoking blunts with the blunts on whatever he says.
Right. Whatever he was saying.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all. Well, that concludes our music video segment for today.
Yes.
Shout out to all the artists who submitted. Yes. But we are not finished with y'all yet.
Nah, we got 2 more things for y'all.
Yes. So, guys, we did have a little bit of a switch. So we got a surprise for all of you. We have a new artist coming into the building tonight for an interview.
Yep.
Brand new up and coming artist. Fire. We actually just saw his music video earlier and we're like so impressed by it.
I was like,
See, look, he on that. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and put our hands together for Sky Zeno.
What's up, man?
Yes.
What's up?
Welcome.
And like we said, we had to thank you for doing this on such a short notice. We had Duchess who was gonna come up on here, but she had an emergency she had to go take care of. You know what I mean? And us being CKG, you know, family shit. You know, we understand things happen and stuff, but we definitely gonna have Duchess come on the next one. So tune in for that. But yeah, Sky Zeno in the building.
All right. So let's hop into this interview.
Yeah.
So
Tell
who-
us,
who is Sky
who's
Zeno?
Sky Zeno, right?
Well, I'm actually from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Grew up, born and raised there.
Harrisburg, PA, right?
Harrisburg, PA.
Okay.
Harrisburg, PA.
Shout out to PA.
Yeah, 717. But I actually started making music. Well, I made my first song when I was about 10 years old. So I wrote and recorded my first song when I was 10 years old, and it was actually for a math project.
Okay.
Math project.
That's cool.
It was about integers.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Okay,
you remember
I would
it.
say you remember.
Yeah.
You trying to show us?
Nah, bro.
You said
Like,
nah.
that ain't it.
It'll probably be leaked somewhere.
You're right. We'll
Right.
catch that later.
For sure. But yeah, my lame teacher gave me an F on it.
Oh damn!
Dang.
Damn.
You know how that be, right?
Fuck that teacher, man.
fuck
Damn, no shit.
But
You on
yeah.
CKG
You
sound
got
now.
Sky Zeno on
Music.
CKG sound, right?
Yeah,
man.
it's fine.
Hell yeah!
All right, cool. So you said you wrote your first song when you were about 10.
Like
Yes.
what was the like hip hop R&B singer? Like,
It was actually hip hop. It was
okay.
rap.
Okay.
I have a lot of family members who are in the entertainment field in terms of hip hop.
Okay.
Well, but coming from Harrisburg, not a lot of people make it out of there. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like a trickle down effect through generations.
So explain, like, you know what I mean, like the struggle of like being an artist out in Harrisburg compared to like out here. You know what I mean? Just to show people the perspective.
Well, in Harrisburg, there's not really a lot of light shined on us, even though we're the capital of Pennsylvania.
I didn't even know that.
Yes, we are the capital of Pennsylvania, not Pittsburgh and not Philly. We 717 Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. We are the capital.
Wow.
Yeah, y'all heard it here first on CKG.
Literally heard it first.
That shit, nigga. Oh yeah.
But there's just not a lot of light shined on our city, man, and there's not a lot of people who make it out. And the people who do make it out is really for sports, not really entertainment.
Right.
You know, we have people
Football,
like
yeah.
Takashi Buford.
Yeah.
If y'all know who that is, he's actually a film director.
Okay.
Yep, he dope. Michael K. Williams,
Okay.
who was on The Wire.
Right.
Oh wow.
Yep.
That's fire. That's
R.I.P.
fire.
you, R.I.P.
Okay.
Cool.
But yes, so we have a couple people, but in terms of rapping and music, there's not really too much shine on us at all, bro.
So let me ask you, for you as yourself as an artist, like,
And I'm
go ahead.
I will be the one to change that. You said you heard it here first.
Go ahead, tell them.
I'm going to put the light on the city.
Hell yeah, manifest that shit, bro. Like you said, I am gonna do that shit. Do that shit, bro. Do that shit. You will do that shit.
Yes.
Hell yeah. No, I love that energy.
Absolutely.
So let me ask you, what are like 3 words that like best describe like your style as an artist? You know what I mean? Like
3 words: punk, pop, rock.
punk, pop, rock. Okay.
Punk, pop, rock.
So that's your style right now for music too. So you dabble in like hip hop too, or like?
I dabble in hip hop a little bit, but I'm really focused on punk, pop, because I really feel like I can show my emotions, and I can show my feelings, and I can make myself relatable.
Exactly.
You know, I can make my feelings relatable and really put them out there, rather than hopping on a beat where I'm just rapping, spitting.
Right.
I really get to put that pain.
Okay.
That
True.
pain in my vocals, because I feel like I have a voice a little bit.
Right.
So I really try to put everything that I would say I've been through in my past and upbringing and seeing everyone around me, and I get to put that in the form of art, which is the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Nah, facts.
In all
really
factors.
Yeah, straight
in all
up.
factors.
So let me ask you this then. Who are your musical influences? Like, who inspired you to find that sound of yours that you have?
There's so many. It's crazy. There's really just so many. I'm a music head. I'm a music head. I listen to music 25/8, not 24/7.
25/8.
25/8.
I
listen
feel
to music
it.
25/8. So it could go from hip hop to Kanye, Jay, Drake, Juice. It could go to all the way over to gospel to Mahalia Jackson.
Right.
Okay.
It could go down to the punk pop lane to Blink-182. It could go all the way over to the rock lane to 3 Days Grace. And, I can go to Metallica. I can go to Scream, hardcore, Slipknot.
Okay.
Wait and Bleed's my shit. I felt the air outside of me. You know what I'm saying? That's my shit.
That's
Hell
funny.
yeah.
Hell yeah. That's what's up though.
Awesome.
Cause like that like what we were talking about earlier, you know what I mean, being like a hip hop artist or R&B singer or like an artist in general. I feel like you fit that artist in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like you said, you listen to different sounds. You're trying to dabble with different type. Like, what are they doing that's different from them? And how can I find a way to like intermingle that? And I kind of feel like that's what Drake was like in a way trying to do in a way. You know what I mean? Like with his music, he was trying to find a way how to mix hip hop with like EDM and make it that like still Drake sound.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's a hard thing to do. But like you said, the more you listen to different genres,
By the
and
way,
different
Drake,
things,
Aubrey Graham, you're the greatest to ever do it.
Go ahead, tell them.
Yeah, tell them.
That's what people want to say what they want about Drake, but this man is so diverse.
Aubrey Graham, you're the greatest, bro.
Right.
Even if he was in a wheelchair at first, bro.
Bro, why you bringing the Degrassi
put my
days?
mans like that, bro?
Rick did not have to do him like that. If we gonna talk about it,
My man's a two-way threat, bro.
Two-way, hell yeah.
Two-way threat.
why
Hell
don't you
yeah.
explain that for anybody who don't understand what you mean by that?
Right.
He can act.
Yep.
Actually, nah.
Nah.
He's an everything threat.
He's a couple level
He's like
threat,
he's like an intersection,
What
bro.
Jay-
Don't hit the light, bro.
What Jay say, bro? He's not a businessman. He's a businessman.
Yes.
Right. I feel it.
Facts.
Okay, cool.
Hell yeah.
So, have you ever performed? Have you been performing yet? And if so,
Traveled.
Yeah, like where's something cool you went?
Well, I'm gonna bring it back.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. So let's bring it back to the Math Project 10 years old interviews.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't start taking music serious. I actually didn't record any music. I was writing, dabbling. I got really into poetry heavy. I really got into poetry because it helped me with it really helped me with my anxiety, I would say, and my depression. And that can be said in the later topic. But move on to this, and I got to high school and I started recording again because I was in a duo group. I was in a group.
Okay.
I got into a group and we really started getting shit popping. You know, we had meetings with Sony Entertainment. We really started getting shit going.
Yeah.
And you know, after high school, after we graduated not too long ago, everything just kind of fell apart. And it's all love to the group. It's all love to y'all. I love y'all, for real.
Yeah.
I love y'all. But yeah. So I broke up with the group after that. I started falling into bullshit, bro. I started falling into bullshit. I wasn't really taking my passion serious anymore because the outside world and just everything, you know how it is. It's like, damn, like, fuck, am I going to do this shit or what the fuck am I going to do? Am I really going to do this shit?
Right.
That's what I had to ask myself. Bro, what the fuck do you want? Heart, tears, nights, everything into this shit.
And I think another important question to ask yourself too is how. You know what I mean? Because like everybody thinks that you have to do the same shit as another artist. You got to do the exact same. You know what I mean? But no, everybody is different. Everybody has a way or an outlet of getting to where they need to be. You know what I mean? Because it's just that's how it is. You know what I mean?
And you know it doesn't make it easier with the societal shit.
No, yeah,
societal bullshit, societal boundaries.
Right, right.
Y'all see what I got tatted right here.
He said, y'all see what I got tatted. I don't got that. And I resonate too with like the group shit. Like I said, when we started CKG, we was like a group of like 16 people.
It was like 16.
Yeah, like 16 people. And like, you
10
know,
years ago?
Yeah, like 10 years ago. Yeah. So it's like, but now it's just like me and her, and then we started a business. We turned, because CKG was like Chosen Kings of God, and like, you know, the chosen ones to do the music, and queens to do the music and stuff. And then so we ended up changing it like CKG to like a artist development business. Now we specialize in artist development, marketing and stuff.
Songwriting,
so, like,
guitar.
Songwriting, all kinds of shit. Yeah. So like pretty much like we like to help artists pretty much just, you know, learn to own the means of operations and pretty much just take control and do shit your way. You know what I mean? Because like for myself, bro, I got 2 kids, I'm a whole family man. I work outside of this, I do the podcast, a whole bunch of shit, you know what I mean? So it's like, but I do it my way.
Right.
I'm not like a 9 to 5, like trying to like, oh shit, I gotta do this, do that, and then fit it in. Like, nah, I can like chill with my kids and still do work.
Literally.
You know what I mean? So it's like for me, that's a blessing. Yeah, bro, hell yeah. So it's like I said, that's an important question to ask yourself is how you're gonna get it. You know what I mean? Because you don't have to, you know, do crazy shit to be noticed and shit like that. You just gotta stay consistent, and you have to just persevere. And like as an artist, you're just swim over that current.
I'm gonna tell you,
constantly.
this might sound like the most cliche shit ever.
Go ahead.
But manifestation is
everything. It's real.
Everything.
Write your
Hard
shit down,
and
bro.
manifestation. I'm telling you.
Hell yeah.
I'm telling you, it's everything.
Like write your visions down. Like get a board or something and put like what what your future car wants to be, what you want to be like in your house to look like.
And make sure everything you do is for the right reason.
Exactly.
No bad intention with anything.
And you gotta understand, it's not an easy road either. You feel me? You're gonna get hit with these road bumps. You're gonna get hit with all this shit, and pretty much, it's like you get hit with all these obstacles, and like you're just like, fuck, should I keep continuing to go? Like, should I do this? Should I do that? And how bad are you willing to push? You know what I mean? To get yourself in a better position where you won't have to do that anymore. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, it's crazy and stuff.
Yeah, I think you have the right mindset.
Yeah,
though,
you
and
definitely
I think
have
that
the right mindset.
And you're staying true to yourself.
Exactly.
Which I really respect, because it's easy when you start doing music to try to do what everybody else is doing, to be accepted.
And people get caught in the limelight,
they
bro.
Absolutely,
you know what
do.
I mean? They get a little taste of it, and they're like, "Oh shit, I need more. Like, I want this, I want that," and it's like. It's all
lame as hell,
bro.
And something we've learned, I feel like, and I'm going to ask you a question about this. The industry is not how it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go to labels. You don't have to sell your soul or sell all your rights to somebody to make it. There's different levels of success now.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this. Like, what does success look like to you? Like, what's your goal for the future for Sky Zeno?
Mm-hmm.
I would say to make everyone feel like they have a purpose and know they have a purpose, and at the same time, really understand that no matter what it is you're chasing, that you can really reach that shit.
Yeah.
You can really reach whatever you're chasing, whatever you're thinking in your mind. You can reach that. And my message is like what I said earlier: manifestation, your connection with the higher up is everything. Hard work, everything.
And I always tell people too, it's like being humble is important. It's key. You know what I mean?
You always have to stay grounded, bro.
Exactly. And
anything can be taken away from you like that, bro.
Yep. And I was gonna say another thing too that's important is humility. Part of success. Because if you don't go through that, then how are you ever gonna grow? How are you ever gonna learn? How are you ever gonna be like, oh shit, like, and kick yourself in the ass and be like, all right, let me really do this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like you said, I didn't really envision myself being an artist or like doing music, opening up for Life Jennings, Afro Man, 2 Live Crew, or whoever the fuck else we opened up for. It's like I never envisioned myself doing that shit. But it's like, and I remember at times I'd sit there and I'd look at Ashley and I'd pull her aside, like right before we're about to go on, and I'd be like, yo, how the fuck did we get here? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do we like legitimately get here? Talking to everybody from like council to the city and mayors, like, important people, and it's like all because of our music, all because of our reach, all because of
and that humility, like you mentioned.
Exactly.
You can have hot music, you can have fire beats, a great video, but if people don't like your personality, or people, not even that, they don't have to like your personality, but if they don't respect you, you're not gonna get anywhere. People are literally gonna clown you, push you to the side like they do every artist.
And sometimes you gotta meet people where they are,
and that's exactly it.
Yeah, straight up.
Right. And that's something I feel like, I feel like that's what your approach is. It's like, because you're being real, you're gonna meet that audience where they're at, who resonates with you. You know what I mean? And you're gonna encourage them to live in their purpose, like you said. Like, and that's real. That's definitely real.
So going right off of that, I know you have a video you want to debut and stuff like that to the people, right? So let's talk about a little bit about that before we do that.
Well, tomorrow, June 26th at 11:11 a.m., I'm premiering my debut video. All platforms. Hell yes. It's been a long journey, bro. Dip.
The hell with it all. I feel you, bro.
Is the fucking goat at Dip. 2H and 2H. They the fucking goats.
That's
hell
right.
Yes. God, shout out the legends.
Shout out to you, man.
You ready to debut it now?
He said we ready to debut it now if you want.
What?
Yeah, we can play it right now. It's ready.
Yo, run it.
All right, let's run that shit. And it's a fire ass video. Fucking lighting, all that shit.
Tell me
worthless. All the drugs are making me nauseous. So fucking hell with it, I'm in. Shadows, they closing in the darkness. They tell me how much I'm worthless. All the drugs are making me nauseous. So fucking hell with it, I'm in. Fucking hell with it, I'm in. Fucking hell with it, I'm
We're not even in the MVDs right now. We just gave you a little 4 video, a little bro.
I am so impressed right now.
Not a damn thing was wrong with that video.
Fire.
The quality, the lighting,
Yo,
the location, fucking
fire.
the song, the visuals, every fucking little thing.
Crowd.
Everything was perfect
We
in that
voted
video.
PR. Tell them.
Yeah.
That's where you went.
Me and bro Dip, we flew to Dominican Republic. Me and Dip.
Wow.
Flew to Dominican Republic. Shoot this masterpiece.
Masterpiece.
Yeah, so I hope y'all enjoy it. Tomorrow at 11/11, June 26th.
And yo, look, the fact that they flew to Dominican Republic to go do this shit, bro. The whole aesthetic, everything was fucking perfect. Like I'm so glad that you didn't just shoot it out here. I'm so glad that you took the fucking time to hit up Too Hot Too Heavy to go out there. I'm glad y'all did that shit, bro. And I commend y'all niggas for that shit. For real, bro. Straight up.
There's nothing like that coming from out here.
Straight up.
There's nothing at all
Straight up.
like that.
Can I say one thing though real quick?
Of course.
I appreciate, he just made me have a great appreciation for CKG and Too Hot Too Heavy. And you know, without hearing your interview, you're passionate and you know what you're talking about. That's what made me enjoy that the most. Like, so I appreciate your work. Stay doing what it is you're doing, man. 'Cause I see how great this started. You most definitely got it.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you should be really proud of yourself.
All of y'all, Too Hot Too Heavy, everybody, let's celebrate. We celebrate after this shit, nigga. Hell yeah.
Hey, what's caliente?
Somebody put a glass there soon.
Fire.
Hell yeah. But look, yo, this show is not fucking over yet.
Not yet.
So you better still be at home. You better get your bowl of cereal or some shit. Because we got a special performance and all that coming for y'all, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But do you got anything else you want to say before, you know what I mean, we get into the special performance and
I
shit?
want to say thank you to y'all for having me.
Nah, bro, thank
Real
you.
rap.
Thank you. Hell yeah, for your real
And
talk. you know
I
what
wanted
mean?
to tell y'all, this was my first ever interview. C.K.G. legendary.
And like he said, he's gonna be the one to take over Harrisburg, PA.
Straight up.
Y'all heard it here first on CKG.
Nah. We ain't taking over. The fact, we all family. Harrisburg taking over. Period.
Let's go. I love that energy.
There you go. All right, yo. So real quick, where can everybody follow you before you go?
Follow me on all social media at Sky Zeno, except my Twitter, Sky_Zeno, Sky with 2 Y's at the end, Zeno. Yeah, I love y'all.
Yes, much love. Thank you for coming on the show.
Yes, it's awesome having you, man. Yes. All right, so last but not least, the one,
the only,
Sosito the Shifu.
Sosito the Shifu, you know how we coming. I'm feeling like Bane, it will never be the same. I was going through the rain, I was going through the pain, but I got a different plane, yeah, I got a different lane, so I got a different strain, yeah, I got a different game. This that League of Shadows, through the dark I like to battle. They got your mind rounded up like some cattle. I remember when the judge hit that gavel. They tried to hang me, but I'm too adaptable. Observe my environment, ninjas I align with. We was cool, but we get your line ripped. You play weird, I'm sick. You follow, I lead, get you
shot like Heinrich. The feds watch, I flip the set hops. I trip, look at Spain with the chopsticks. Nah, op this, I'ma call my op for the hit. He gon' sit at your face like hospic. I'm feeling like Bane, it will never be the same. I was going through the rain, I was going through the pain, but I got a different plane, yeah, I got a different lane. So I got a different strain, yeah, I got a different game. Shadows walk among you, this Bane vs. Batman, and you don't know no kung fu. They had me down bad, but they only stung you. We woo way, but we'll do away with you. An angel and a demon too, the light will mislead you too. I got a napkin, don't gotta sneeze at you. My axe sneeze at you, my pen bleeds a coup. You said you see a coup, or why and gleek at you. Electric like I'm Pikachu. I'm feeling like Bane, it will never be the same. I was going through the rain, I was going through the pain, but I got a different plane, yeah, I got a different lane. So I got a different strain, yeah, I got a different game. It's either or, read the or, I read the or. I feel like Gennaro and Gamora. I am the writer, I be the author, my words sorta. This is a wolf saga. Shout out to El Paga, and shout out to Naka. We bout to really shock it, kicking classes like it's soccer. Green like Banaka, and I'm woke like I'm Waka. King gave me dap on stage, I never seen like the same. I started looking out a different frame, I had to get a different lane. A step of faith I had to gain. When it's nighttime, I get empty and raw. Tune my eyes to the dark so I can see more. I ain't see the floor, that's a dope line, I really would for ya. Send my wolves out, they really gon' go ya. They really gonna go ya. I can smell the blood, it's mixed with the mud. A smirk on my face, I know it's gonna flood. I'm a typhoon and you thought I was a sud. I'm a grenade and you thought I was a dud. Well now I'm on your head, I'm gonna clip you like a bud. Katana on my side, I'm not worried about the crud. I can see my prey, he better pray for a slug, cause he gon' get smoke, I'm gon' treat him like drugs. Don't play with ninjas, we gon' crush you like bugs. Don't play with ninjas, we gon' crush you like bugs. I get empty and raw, at nighttime I get empty and raw. Empty and raw.
Come to the light, I come to the dark. I'm a wolf in the park. You should run with your heart.
Yeah, it's Big Wolf Poppy. This for all the wolves that be lurking at night. You hear me? Howl, bull, howl. Woo!
I come to the light, I come to the dark. I'm a wolf in the park. You should run with your heart. I come to the light, I come to the dark. I'm a wolf in the park. You should run with your heart. You shouldn't push me, that is a bad move. Don't play with Wolf when he is in a bad mood. Mine is everything, but this world cash rules. I love it when they run. Me and X love to catch fools, cracking all these nuts, yeah, call them cashews. Come into my dojo, boy, you better not have shoes. If you disrespect, I'll get my wolf to half you, hack you, use his fangs, yeah, he gonna have you. I come to the light, I come to the dark. I'm a wolf in the park. You should run with your heart. I come to the light, I come to the dark. I'm a wolf in the park. You should run with your heart. I called all my clan, I called all my crew. You know what we gotta do. We gotta stage a coup. They thought that we was finished, they thought that we was through. So we slid with katanas, you can call it Tom Cruise. I howled at the moons, and my ops met their doom. Now I'm the shogun, you can smell it in the room. If you try to come at me, then Okami come for you. Then if you come for me, then Okami in your room.
Yo, let's give him some love. That was lit.
I was late. I'm in here sweating right now.
Right.
He got me feeling like a wolf. I was in there like, oh, get out to so today that she fool. Hell yeah, he definitely pulled the katana out on that shit.
Yes, that was so fire.
He sliced me with the words on that shit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Fire. So
Love that energy.
tonight was such a good episode. We had a lot of fun, y'all. Shout out to everybody that y'all seen and heard from tonight. Let's give them a round of applause again. All right, y'all. Just another reminder. We have some events coming up. We have Wednesday Night Live coming up next month. We have Mike Jones next weekend.
Mike Jones.
We got Life Jennings on the 15th. We got so much stuff coming up for y'all, so definitely tap into CKG. Anybody new online, like, subscribe, and share. And until next time,
we'll see you on CKG Sound.